Hello everyone, what is up? Welcome to part 4 of the Danganronpa 2 finale. It'd be wrong to say it was swaying from side to side. It was actually shaking rather intensely. The room I was in, it was shaking from side to side. The shaking was quite irregular, just when you thought it was a series of small shakes. It was only shake violently, and every time that happened, I had to steady myself to my feet. I couldn't stand up very long, but for me it was comforting. I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun, so I was feeling rather excited. I figured I could pull that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent, detecting regularities among irregularities wouldn't be that difficult. How boring. Do you like ships? And I said in the dark room I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. You look like you were having fun, so that's what I assumed. You do like ships, right? Ships? That's right, that's it. So this is a ship. You just realized that now? Is it really that funny? If you care to talk a little, the silence is starting to bore me. Instant saw his true character. The old familiar attitude, the friendly smile, one of that thick skin to foul, offensive odor, like some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way, of course. How should I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who were already finished. Nice to meet you. I'm Nagito Komaeda. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me, so to share with a person like that, yeah, I'm definitely lucky. Lucky? Oh, so that's your talent then. What a boring talent. A boring talent, huh? That's exactly what it is. For someone I'm meeting for the first time to say that so suddenly, that's because I have luck as well. Huh? Even opposite talent as boring as luck. Possessed, huh? I'm starting to be really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Speak Academy too, right? So you're one of us? But that's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How'd you end up here? How boring. Sorry, I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you. This world. Huh? This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. They are profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. And because of these bastards, the world has come to a deadlock. This world has stopped evolving. How boring. Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. Perhaps does that have to do with the reason you're here? Boring people make no contributions in the world, not even a speck of dust. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Looks like they have high expectations for you, huh? It's completely different from me. But what are you planning to do now that you ended up like this? This is what you can do, right? Listen well, using people as a talent too. It is not my turn to use that person just as they used me in the past. That person? Are you talking about ultimate despair? But how? I mean, they're already... I have it with me. The contribution that person left to me. Even now it rests in my pocket. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. Then, will I be able to see her again? What the fuck? Will I see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? The person I hate so much? Why does Nagito have a girl's hand? Hate. Don't explain your hand. This? The end of that bandage is a woman's hand, right? Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. But even now, it still hasn't rotted. Hey, maybe that means it's becoming one with me. Isn't it amazing? Ask this to become one with ultimate despair, my sworn enemy. I see. So you savaged the body. You really are a boring person. I don't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as my enemy, you know? Because she's my sworn enemy. Because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power, and for that Wait, huh? Do I hate her? Huh, that's strange. Huh. out the window. We're finally here. You're starting to see it too, right? That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's going to happen on the island once we get there. What's going to happen? I can already predict what will happen. Huh? I already know that because I am loved by talent. But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will help you participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we had to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There's a reason we're going to meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? So this is how we got to Jabberwock Island. Was that Hajime we were just playing as? What is this? It's a door. If that was Hajime, and then we're talking to Nagito. Okay, first of all, why did Nagito have a girl's hand? That's number one. Number two, I don't think Hajime would ever talk like that to someone. So who was Nagito talking to? Huh? Isn't this a classroom? Isn't this a very strange classroom? Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient ruin of everyone else. And I arrived in a place that looked like a trial ground. But then why? It's unconnecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and end up here. It's just like before. We were all gathered in my classroom just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. But where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island? The announcements. It's like for the first game.
The school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Hosting Academy, you guys. At this point, I will explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
Huh? Did you see what I think he just said? Yes, he definitely said it. He said, welcome to Hope Streak Academy. But why would this place be Hope Streak Academy? And not just that, what is the graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? Holy shit, it is Hope's Peak. Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. At least it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope Streak Academy. It's this creepy place, the Hope Streak Academy that I admired for so long. It's probably a building that Monokuma made to startle us, just like the fun house. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium, right? I might go and definitely clear things up. Damn, I can't go exploring. Despair Hotel. Oh, this is bringing back the memories quite vividly. The gymnasium is here, right? Alright, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting, but I'm not gonna cower away anymore. So I brace myself and cautiously open the door. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. It was a normal gymnasium.
Damn right.
Yo, Hajime.
Yeah.
You heard the announcement and came here too, right? You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what do you make of all this? Monaco said this place was Host Week Academy or something. That cannot be possible.
Well,
You're right. Any way you look at it, it's impossible. Oh well, this place turned the long way to Host Week Academy. You! Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time? What a shock! I just told you guys this is Host Week Academy. There's no way that's true.
No.
Oh, but it is. I mean, this is definitely Host Week Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway? What's left of it? Didn't I say it before? Unfortunately, Host Week Academy fell to ruin. You were serious about that? But of course it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserved to be ruined for. What do you mean? Anyways, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all the trouble to bring you to Host Week Academy. Anyways, those replies were nostalgic. Oh well, glad I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now. Someone? Enough with this bullshit, just spend it all already! Where'd it take us, you bastard? Although I'm not certain of my memories, I believe much day to ruin it. It means I made this Host Week Academy between the doors of the room and the inside of the room. What do you mean between? What do you mean made? Oh my, am I seeing the grumblies that little knowledge can satisfy? Very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's in my nature to provide a little entertainment. Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you? It's nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like I'm making a life exchange or anything like that. It's just a simple graduation exam. Then what is a graduation exam? Well, as a headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know? On one hand, I'm really happy they're finally gonna graduate. But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world's like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. Huh? We're obviously gonna get out. There's no way we'd stay here. This is annoying. Just let us choose. Let us choose right now. You can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. Main cast. Meaning, you guys are just extras until the guests of honor arrive. So enough complaining already. I'm gonna start researching the outside world. What do you mean? I dispersed all the teaching materials needed for your research to Host Week Academy. Well, all of it needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. So please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip. As usual, after leaving us with those cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killings was finished, he was still the same as usual. What is going on? Outside world? Main cast? Somehow I have a bad feeling about this. And like he kept insisting that this place is Host Week Academy. But that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How do we make it back to Host Week Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot be.
There's no place for Host Week Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. I said I want to go back up, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on this island. About this building is really Host Week Academy? This is the Host Week Academy I had been admiring for so long? What in the world is going on? Damn it, why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Host Week Academy. I thought that I'd become confident in myself. Even so, I wanted to become Hope. If that's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You was chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Host Week you couldn't even see that? You're just some nobody from a reserve course who have never had talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody. That's all. If if I really am a nobody, you should have just left me alone. Why? Why do I have to go through something like this?
Hajime, did something happen?
Huh?
Hey, bastard!
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing. I didn't really get it, but is that all? As long as I beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means? Just what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's a part of Future Foundation, right?
If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation?
Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I could think of.
So they're not world ender? Then we really were trapped by Monokuma? However, the Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that.
Even if they're all allies, they may not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma's telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she cannot betray the Future Foundation, but if she was still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No, even her just being with us would have been a big help. So what should we do? Well, that's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we just gotta do that graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? It's telling us to investigate like we have been.
Alright, I'm gonna do it!
Like,
Well, maybe we'll learn something about. Maybe we'll learn about something about Hoseek Academy, about ourselves. I don't really care if we know any more. If we just want to go back to our normal, if we just go back to our normal lives, then fine.
Hey, we can go home somewhere, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right?
If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Hell yes!
He's right. Not that time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is, what happens at Hoseek Academy, none of that matters. What's important is, I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now. But Monokuma should already know that that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. He should already know that we never choose to stay on this island.
So what are we gonna do? Can we start already?
But what are we even looking for? Do we have to investigate this weird-ass building?
even so.
Even so, I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this damn building.
What's going ahead for now? Hey, you're already going?
Jeez.
What is that idiot thinking running ahead while being cautious?
Yeah.
She obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However,
It will be fine. There will no longer be any situations where us exchange each other's lives. We should do our best, like they say. It's not scary if everyone stops at a green light.
If we stopped at a green light, we'd never reach our goal. Connie never took off on our own. Might be best if we split up and looked around too. Like Sonya said, if there's no more killing, you don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Let's get this over with and go home. I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later. Those brief words before Yuhiko left the gymnasium.
excuse me.
I should do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me.
So they took a deep bow and left the gymnasium.
Miss Sonia! Sonia, please don't leave me! I'll be in danger if I'm left alone!
Kazuya chased after Sonya, who had just departed and left the gymnasium. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more. Just a bit more and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return my usual peaceful everyday life. And so I think we can do is advance towards that hope. Even though I don't understand, and that's a lot of horrifying things keep happening. For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. Huh? That's weird. That's the hallway I walked towards to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. Is this what Akuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. I'm not gonna fall for this trap. There's no way this will make me back down.
This hallway, there's a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement. It's just me?
Okay, I'm starting to get really confused right now. What the hell did Monokuma make? Some kind of computer program? Is this a dojo? This one changes and everything there's no way inside a school. That's some mistakes to scope the inside of this building to make sense. Huh? What's this? What is this? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, a history of Hoshiki Academy by Monokuma. Why is a manga with such a suspicious looking title laying on the open like this?
Let's start with history first, class. Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first one? That depends on the person.
Such as I thought Monokuma made this. That's where it suspiciously looks. I really wish to ignore, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll get anything might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. I picked the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Hoshiki Academy. As narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Hoshiki Academy. Hoshiki Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope on the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hoshiki Academy teachers who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hoshiki Academy isn't just a school for talented, it's also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hoshiki Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes it will not be able to make progress with the research and of talent. So they implemented a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty were hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expensive and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hoshiki Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hoshiki Academy is now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hoshiki Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Hoshiki Academy's earnest wish, a true genius would become mankind's hope. Just when I thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hoshiki Academy. Hoshiki Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. Huh? The ending was so sudden, like a manga that's suddenly canceled in the middle of its run. Plus these phrases mentioned at the end of this manga, the tragedy and the tragedy of Hoshiki Academy. These names are so melodramatic. There's no reason this incident really happened, right? This manga only mentions the names, but I don't know the details, but nah, just you waste time to wonder about things that don't make sense. At one point, I learned something because of this manga. The Reserve Department. That department was only built to collect money. I was one of those Reserve Corps students, right?
That's weird.
Oh, you're here again.
That thing that's weird is you, of course.
Huh?
Why did you forget that you were part of the Reserve Department? The Future Foundation only took away your school-life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So I think it's pretty actually forgot something like that, too.
What do you want me to say?
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation was to hide the fact that you're one of the Reserve Corps students. Or are you willingly steal those memories yourself?
Huh?
You wanted to come copying yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when you use a certain trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, though.
Well, you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it!
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, it's like the Reserve Corps student.
Damn it, what the heck? It's kind of creepy. I can't go to places I should be able to go to. It's like some walls being pushed for no reason. It's like there's an invisible wall or something. What else is sealed off? Classroom 5A. Other book? This is another manga, sitting on top of the desk. This one is Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Hotspeak Academy, huh? Wasn't The Tragedy of Hotspeak Academy mentioned in that other manga too? It's why Hotspeak Academy went bankrupt then. It was a trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. If I read this manga, will I want to learn more about the incident? I took the manga from this and started flipping through the pages to see if I could learn about the event known as the Tragedy of Hotspeak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated stylized drawings to depict characters solving mysteries. It's written humorous. As the name suggests, the Tragedy of Hotspeak Academy occurred at Hotspeak Academy. The key players in the event was a student named Izuru Kamakura. Izuru was a genius and was a symbol of hope. Hotspeak Academy used all the resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents, wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind. The Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students in the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who is almost a symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students of Hotspeak Academy's student council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and conceal the incident so it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did by making that knowledge public. Stoked the fires of reserve corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated, and the uprising began. And that heralded Hotspeak Academy's destruction. That is the entirety of the tragedy of Hotspeak Academy. Eventually, that incident will lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that will be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. We're excited. Danganronpa 0. With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 30 people were killed at Hotspeak Academy.
What irony! For a genius known as the ultimate, how to cause such a gruesome incident? A talent like that is too regal for society. Every time I choose a bar of gold. You should be lucky that you're incompetent.
Damn it, he always has to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. But ultimate hope? Nagito mentioned that before too. It looks like they mean something completely different here. What Nagito said was a true meaning of hope. But for Izuru, hope simply means talent. No point, a genius who possesses various talent? I wish they could know why his talents are in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here it said the reserve corps students in the reserve department began uprising. And what about me? Was I a participant too? No, it's not possible. We have no reason to do something like that. And I've learned about the tragedy of Hotspeak Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is a far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who's the other student that isn't Izuru? A certain student is secretly using the incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. And mysteries just keep piling up. Can I go to another room? Okay, cool, I can go to the biology lab now.
What the hell's with this room? It's freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stay so mad at the freezing to death, I'm sure I'm gonna rescue so I can get out of here already. There's another manga just lying around here. This one's title is Manga for More, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. You knew the next one will also be about the incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? Just what was that incident really all about? It might turn out to be something lame. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that I was right. That's really creepy. A story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? And at the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hosek Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising by the Reserve Corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hosek Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was only limited to students, so people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading on the road in the real world. And the movement was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them. And soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. And the violence and death continued to spread. The shock of their actions began to disappear. As the era was progressing in more uncivilized times, and senseless deaths were the norm. The media was overshadowed through deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what had happened, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coup d'etats began occurring around the world. A war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain, just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization, devoted to a certain student who influenced Hosek Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hosek Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they use them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society use their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programs with software to spread despair. The powerful and influential creators have created new values and morals to spread despair. And this too created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as this ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. It was because I was freezing in that room. Oh, come on, my controller disconnected. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what is happening in the outside world? My friends, my family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the neighborhood bookstore, my favorite restaurants. What's happening to them? Hey, are you seriously getting a manga? How crazy are you? Who would enjoy reading something like this? Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student doesn't do manga as an office lady who doesn't like... Okay, this is getting really annoying. Who doesn't like to eat candy? Enough! Where's this messed up manga? I thought Yasuno was such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but... Okay, this is getting on my nerves. For you now to remember, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault. Thanks to them stealing your school memories. These things that happened during that period are completely removed from your brains. This incident really happened, and I actually forgot about it? There's no way it's possible! How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real. Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live wondrous lives in the outside world.
So that's how it is. That's what he said in the beginning.
Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know? On one hand, I felt like happy they're finally gonna graduate. But then I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's something while playing with the outside world of life before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here.
He's trying to make this world despair toward the outside world, so he wants to stay on this island. There's no one gonna do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps? No, that's definitely it. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this ultimate despair group? If devoted to a certain student who guided Hopeseek Academy to its destruction, are they really connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hopeseek Academy? Thus, that organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. If they're known as ultimate despair, they're high school students, right? Well, they're actually able to do it, but I guess that's why they're called ultimates. Then, are the killings were involved with connected to them as well?
It's no use, I'm gonna freeze to death.
Hang on, man, I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out of freezing around. That was close. I nearly froze to death. So where should I go next? That room's still closed off. The vigilance from the corner. That's really the classroom. I'm not shaking the right. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see him.
Jeez.
When I went inside this room, that bastard bear was still in here. He keeps glancing at me. I wonder why. It's gonna be shitty either way. So I'll let you handle it, because I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I won't do that either.
Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasantly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right?
What are you doing here?
Well, the other thing I need to tell you on this floor. See, I got bored drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth?
You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place.
A high school student doesn't like mangas like a sumo wrestler doesn't like eating hot pots.
I'm getting really fed with your blabbing. Hurry up, what did you need to tell me?
That key piece of information you've been waiting for so long. Surprise! It's about ultimate despair.
Huh?
Ahem! You know the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days. It was originally a title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive.
A high school girl?
Lady Junko Enoshima.
Junko Enoshima?
As the former ultimate despair, she created despair bringing with charm and humor, and created the ultimate despairs. That was one really horrible person in that group. Hold on a sec. I don't really know what ultimate despair is all, but it's crazy formal organization. There's no people who join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl. Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it. That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she can influence those in the highest echelons of power. Her connections were the main reason the incident became the tragedy in the first place.
So she even recruited people who were in the position to neutralize the threat? And what was their purpose?
What? Like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they do what they did without any purpose. It was Junko and Oshima's despair. Huh? For Junko and Oshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko and Oshima as Junko and Oshima. What are you saying? I'm stuck fleshy. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko and Oshima must feel so much despair that she's truly helpless. Living, dying, eating, loving, for her everything is despair. What the hell? Of her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea has been planted right into their minds. And so the ultimate despairs would be recruited through nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko. Like believers making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko's name. For example, they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible! You know about the final days of the reserve corps students during the tragic Housing Academy? Final days? Junko had the power to change people's values. There's also true things throughout history. Hey, what do you mean final days? What happened to the reserve department? They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believe what they need to do. And so the 2,357 students of the reserve department all committed mass suicide. What the fuck? Over 2,000 students committed suicide? All 2,357 students? Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. One person was excluded, huh? Is that me? I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate Despairs? Junko and Oshima? Doesn't scare me at all. I mean, Junko and Oshima's already dead! Huh? Wait. How did Fuyiko know that Junko's already dead? Hey Fuyiko, is it true what you said? Junko and Oshima is really dead? What? You didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Morons Killing School Life in my bloody classroom. Bloody classroom? No wait, what was that you said about the killing school life? Like the killings we were involved in, they were killings that happened at Housing Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students put together to defeat her. Yeah, that's what it was. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy. For a manga about the killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. Pointing out the mastermind behind that failed killing school life was Junko and Oshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko and Oshima is dead. It turns out the killing school life was part of the whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Housing Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Housing Academy, and she took away their memories. It's just like us. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. See, there's a limit to being a cruel asshole. The surveillance cameras are broadcasting the whole thing? So the students of Housing Academy were widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch the symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up! But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko and Oshima failed. Junko lost the students she placed in her trap, after being overcome by the despair she created. She took her own life. Then Junko was no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monocome's story is true or not doesn't matter. Junko and Oshima isn't alive anymore! Then, who is our enemy? Junko and Oshima is already dead. Are the rest of the ultimate despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I could think of. I mean, the killings were involved in it. There's some
resembled that killing school life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but imitation is just that, an imitation. If the students from Holistic Academy stopped the real deal, there's no way it was some fake. This is really an imitation. And the surveillance camera is the same too? The cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting somewhere just like the surveillance cameras during that killing school life?
Man, how'd you make? You two know about that story, huh?
What? You have a problem with that?
Well, I really wanted to read the manga version, so I took time to draw it. Oh well, I'll just raise the flag.
Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's gonna happen if you do that?
One step at a time. You're getting closer to clearing my character route.
You're not making sense again.
Well, then I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including your fish on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flag like crazy.
Huh? It changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. Who's going to make something like this happen? No, I decided I'm not going to be surprised. That's right, there's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. Connie switching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. Hey, what happened? Well, you know, it's just my gut, but I feel like someone's getting closer. Huh? What do you mean? Who? I don't know, it's just my gut after all. And so her gut is pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. And Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time. I can't see shit. The music room? Oh my Buki, I miss you. This looks like the music room. I feel like I can see something strange. This looks like a monument. Why could be a monument in the music room? Such as that the marking engraved on the monument is a symbol of the Future Foundation, right? It also has a short passage engraved. Combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Holistic Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Holistic Academy? Are they known as World Ender? Completely different. Monokuma, I completely made it up. What's this? Words are floating in the air. It's like a hologram, right? The floating letters are floating a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Holistic Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. I'm wondering what the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Holistic Academy, it's possible they could be targeted by ultimate despair. We wish to acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Hopefully the group can go that far without Junko and Shima rallying them. In the worst case scenario, to prevent a repeat of the killing school life. So the survivors of Holistic Academy, which is certainly quite valuable to us. However, we're still investigating the details of their origins and we haven't located them either. We will continue to investigate them investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, they seem to work in the research facility in Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been complete. It seems to proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. Survivors of Holistic Academy. 15 students? Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who's part of the Future Foundation, there are definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking to some other world. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true. And the world isn't normal anymore, maybe. I'm starting to feel like maybe better off not remembering the memories we've lost. The Academy survivors. Their tradition is on our side at least. They were founded by the graduates of Holistic Academy, and they took us in to protect us. Well, that's what Chiaki should have made that clear to us. Well, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma. If he's the future Foundation's enemy, their true identity must be the ultimate disgrace to cause the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The ones who are carrying out the role of Junko and Oshima are making us go through this. Also, just call my attention to the email, too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was that ancient ruin. Clearly it's a research facility. If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Some of us still so many mysteries. This feels to be from the classroom. It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room kind of has the stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, huh? Not to mention it does look like that. Oh, boy, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. Which one is this guy be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already.
Are you serious?
Somewhere on the blackboard. What's written here? This is subject is written on the blackboard in large letters. Just beyond that, our names I've seen before. Hajime Hanata, Chiaki Nanami, Kazuichi Soda, Akane Awari, Sonia Nevermind, Peiko Pekoyama, Nagito Komaeda, Gundam Tanaka, Ultimate Imposter, Mahiro Koizumi, Mikan Tsumuki, Ibuki Miyoda, Terutoru Hanamura, Nekomaru Nidai, Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu, and Hiyoko Saionji. There's a newspaper points on the blackboard. Below that, Hiyoko Saionji is written there. What's this newspaper? What is this? It says Miss Hiyoko Saionji. It's giving me the same Hiyoko, right? I mean the Hiyoko we knew. She was much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. The photo in this newspaper, anyway, gives a resemblance to Hiyoko, but her height and figure is different from the Hiyoko we knew. What does this mean? This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hiyoko's older sister or something? No, it says Hiyoko Saionji here. Oh, then Hiyoko has an older sister with the first and last name, same first and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name? That's no explanation, right? I mean, look at yourself. For yourself. It's not Hiyoko. But did you ever hear her mention an older sister? It's not like I was that close to her or anything. She doesn't have an older sister. Hiyoko was the Saionji family's only daughter. She doesn't have a sister than a relative? There's so too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hiyoko. Huh? What are you saying? Hiyoko doesn't have a curvy body like that? I mean, she was famous for a childlike figure. She gave all kinds of crap for looking like that. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt? What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
Today,
Well, regardless, all the clues I provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair. The heck? This is the truth? This is the truth. Then the Hiyoko in this newspaper. Is he really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how can we have a grown Hiyoko when she's already dead? Why does it even exist? Could it be? There's that list of subjects over there? Huh? If it says subjects, then you would need this some kind of experiment, right? Can the experiment change Hiyoko's body?
mom makes him some messed up. What experiment?
Some kind of experiment. I mean, we're also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard in that list of subjects. But what kind of experiment was it?
What's going on?
We better not have anything to do with time travel.
Holistic Academy founder, Yuzuru Kamakura. The founder of Holistic Academy is named Yuzuru Kamakura. Isn't this pretty picture kids reached out to the room? Damn, another mystery. There's no way that's Yuzuru. He's supposed to be a student, and Holistic Academy isn't that old. There are letters floating in the air like the music we from earlier. Hey, why do these flowers look like they're from Minecraft? Give this a read it. Regarding this matter regarding the survivors, we understand this matter regarding survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best to continue our investigation. However, this shows extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko and Oshima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after the death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps they're still leading on par with Junko and Oshima. As long as you do nothing like the remnants of despair, we'll not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future.
Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is in order to kill them?
This is not peaceful at all. I guess it's understandable. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds. It's pretty much all about war. But the remnants of despair are the ones waging that war. There's no way to be forgiven that easily.
Okay, with that, you to erase all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime! You should go on to the next stage!
Next stage?
Damn it, not again! It's always different from the last time.
Because of that flag Monokuma mentioned his rage, I moved to a different hallway than the last.
But how can he do that?
No, now's no time to be confused by that. Thinking about it's just gonna waste my energy. There's a wooden table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. It's hard to think like this actually exists inside the school. It's a file post Academy ceiling. It says confidential, but it's a big secret, right? Why would important document be here? Let me ask a question like that. I see Monokuma is responsible. Hey, maybe we can find what's inside the file. About the whole cultivation plan. For many years, Hopeseek Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The whole cultivation plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's push since its foundation to succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms. I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The whole cultivation plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hopeseek Academy had something like that? I didn't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope, huh? This hologram again. What's this one say? It looks like another email passage. We went in the report we gave the other day. We finally succeeded in acquiring them and placed them in our care. Oh my god, my glasses.
But they were all dispersed. We were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we were able to ask them about any specific details, they don't know how nurses survived the tragedy. It's a report that some were wounded, so it seems certain that they can survive under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigations, we determined that they were the same age as the others, so we decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing schoolway. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is just seeking a future filled with hope. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and placed them in our care. Wednesday should be protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? The Future Foundation was protecting us. Whoever forced to kill each other on this island. Well, that's not possible. The Future Foundation set this all up. My, Haji, if you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get too big and collapse. It's your fault. What's this hologram thing anyway? It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them. You can even do that? Who's controlling you so you possess many talents?
No!
Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all. I think that's not important. He's trying to connect everything to what's happening right now. Looks like I'm in a different hallway again. I'm not used to it by now, but even so. What is this space? Am I dreaming or something? I'm so disconnected from reality. It's close. It's very close. Someone is coming.
Based on my gut feeling.
The answer is with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally? Let's see, my gut feeling is... He's right, they're both. Both? What do you mean? I don't know any details, it was my gut after all. That's true, I guess. I feel like I'm tripping on acid right now. It seems to be a library. Monica has probably left this message in here too. I sure hope we find it. Nothing here but another email. This hologram again. It must be another one of those Future Foundation emails. I should read it. There's no doubt it's another clue. The Future Foundation 14 Division, Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What are you doing with a serious act of treason? Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm, think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy, you survived, and cooperated in recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Once you eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. What does this mean? It seems just like someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This seems addressed to Makoto Naegi. But he's with the Future Foundation, right? Once he's trying to protect the remnants of despair, did he betray the Future Foundation? Why would Makoto betray the Future Foundation? And why is he harming the remnants of despair? Didn't I walk into a classroom? I don't get it, but this looks like a laundry room. So I was worrying about it. But I was in the school and I'm sitting in the laundry room. look at the tablet computer. It looks like the power is on too. Is this the next clue? I picked the tablet when you started examining it. Neo World Program. Neo World Program? This word, Neo World, seemed coherent and seen it a few times already. The Neo World Program has another name. Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator. The Neo World Program is one of the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World Program, individuals such as the Ultimate Programmer, the Ultimate Neurologist, and the Ultimate Therapist are among the many talented people who research results we utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World Program will help subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Additionally, the Neo World Program has another feature. It can replace memories formed from the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it's possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device for psychotherapeutic purposes only, and never used expressively forbidden. It was highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing of the device, risks total personality destruction. This extreme care must be exercised in operating this program. Slowly, everything around me turned back. Synthetic virtual world. Program? A feeling of emptiness, like everything's being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. Those desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now, it's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. I scream out like almost confronting sound my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I don't know if this is the game doing it or not, or my computer's just slowing down. I am starting to accept that. You know something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice!
You gotta raise the flags more in order to clear my character out. Now then, despair is waiting for you. Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up. Including me too? We're not real. We're in a virtual program. Why are we in this virtual world to begin with? I don't see a resemblance, but... Are you familiar with the placebo effect and the nocebo effect? Huh? The placebo effect is when you're helping prove after taking a fake medication that you believe is real, and the nocebo effect is the exact opposite. Which means as long as the human brain receives controls all of the bodily functions, the brain believes something is real, it will become real. Why would you bring that up all of a sudden? I'm not sure. I do not fully understand. Okay, well that place is off limits. The moment you discover the truth, but the truth was a lie, all hope will disappear. Okay, dude, this is seriously fucked. Is this floating? That's impossible. There's no way something this big will floating like this. But what in the world is it? You wanna look at that object? Welcome to the Neo World Program. A person! A floating person is talking to me! Who is it? I don't see that person in the first place. I'm like quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. It made me happy to call me alter ego. That's alter ego? Aren't you supposed to be dead? Last year he created me. It can talk? But what are you? Alter ego? Artificial intelligence program? I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I am responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally need. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing. And because of that, the world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. Hold on! My brain kept following what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. Damn it, it's that feeling from earlier again. This floating like my feet are hovering above the floor. I feel like I can't see my feet off the ground. I can't believe my own existence. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the Neo World program? The Neo World program has amended the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collect during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where its research facility is located, as where the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape is restored. Ergo, if I'm to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, the school you're in. It appears that space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's why we're appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there was not enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry, I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World program. Most of its words, I understand what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There's no way to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if this is a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel like what's going on here. It's missing sense of reality. All the mysteries, all the truths, they're all just fiction. Is that? Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? Hey, can you tell me? What was the Neo World program used for in the first place? The Neo World program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you could say it's a program for creating hope. A program for creating hope? But the fact that we're here, and the fact we don't have our memories, but the program's fault, right? Deleting memory is the first step toward replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World program. With this installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to, and from there you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world. Only memories of any time period you set it to? Someone at Kuma was right. We did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me, too. Looting the program, the survivors of Hope's Academy while it's still in the experimental stage? I'm sure there's a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry. Are you saying we're lab rats? It's the only thing I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us? But we're trying to save the world, right? We're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally? I'm sorry I can't provide that much help. If only I was more reliable, I would have lost my authority to a virus like this. All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the Observer and that virus? Well, for this session, the Neo World program is programmed to house 15 people along with 2 monitors. 2 monitors? Yeah, we were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the Observer in this teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all, but the Observer in the student role was not. They were not given any special authority at all, so it seems the same as everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher role have? As an example, if the teacher creates the rules of the world and manages them, if the teacher is probably managing the rules that they created, there is no risk of abuse. But because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed this world to where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. The Neo World program promised eternal peace. But just like the outside world, I became a world filled with violence and death.
What is that virus?
I don't really know its real name or true identity, but that functions beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. It demands all the portion of my abilities, which gives me my authority to build the world. It was like it was a grandmaster chess player. I guess I tried to fight back someone with complete control. But even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience.
She's probably talking about Monica walking in the funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. The alter ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that Future Foundation created. I can tell that they're communicating with her, which means this virus is so smart that it's surpassed this alter ego. If so, it starts as an artificial intelligence just like her. Damn it, what the heck?
An artificial intelligence? What do you got? Are you attacking against another one?
That's so freaking irritating! How'd that virus infect the Neo World program?
The Neo World program is its isolation. It's impossible it was infected through a network. I'm very certain someone physically uploaded it.
Physically?
Perhaps someone secret brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility and directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened.
It was brought into the Future Foundation's facility? What person got to the facility is someone who's a member of the Future Foundation. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming this? That's what just heard the truth. Why am I assuming that everything is a lie? Chiaki and Monami were the observers.
But it's true that the virus is powerful, and I'm completely overwhelmed by it. But I'm still to defend the essential areas, so it has a limit too.
A limit?
It took over an observer, and it has to follow the rules of the observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and... Okay, you just a guy in the machine, that's enough hints from you. If we're gonna say something more, suppose you exist between life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable. It's thought to be parallel to the explosion based on the event of existence.
I don't know if that's the game slowing down or not, but I don't know what the hell's going on anymore. I feel like I'm tripping on acid right now. What the heck? What just happened? You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe he can't hear my voice from the side. I clearly talked into the world through alter ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video feed has been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch it this entire time. Huh? Things you guys are forced to do. We were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us? Hang on. I really want to save you right away. Because that virus is interfering with our camp. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The New World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept our outside interference. Volunteer created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means it's working, that means the person I talked to is right there, I hope. It looks like this guy can't even hear me or see me. Who's this guy anyway? Is he our ally? Since there's no time, I'm gonna say what I need to say and believe you're there listening to me. But first I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help. We didn't imagine something like this would happen. I didn't expect such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the New York World program. That's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing until it was too late. It's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure we really not to run the program on you guys. But that was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? What do you want to save us from? Why would this save us? You've already seen the past when this is graduation exam going, right? You know, 1137?
was really for the second. It seemed like a misery castle. The door at the ancient room was supposed to open after all finished gathering group fragments. He knew if it was a challenge to graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. And like I said earlier, I had my doubts that the program was perfect. If the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left the 11037 password in a place where the teacher would not be able to go. I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase that password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set that password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I trust my will to you all, and I trust that to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they're gonna crush you with despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. I want you guys to endure without giving up hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. Because I have a secret to defeat them. Is that a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? In a worst case scenario, when an observer goes to roll, the teacher goes rogue, I've heard a hidden command to use that at the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence? Even a teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this so you guys can choose on your own, independently of the observer. Which means even if they stole the teacher's authority, they wouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to stop the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number. Hey Hajime, what was that weirdness just now? Nothing really. I see. Oh wow. That's all heads are gonna get. If that no-go artificial intelligence doesn't get any more useless stuff, I'll get it again. Did Monokuma not notice what just happened? So we're waiting a long time here. Hey, about that guy just now. There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. I see. I'm glad Monokuma overheard us. There's Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with the guy just now. You guys have a weapon, a very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent that virus invasion with all my might so you guys can use that weapon. First, up to you all. Do your best. Do our best, huh? What do we do our best at? The mystery's getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth. What are we supposed to do when that truth is really a lie? When we're working towards a conclusion nobody wants to hear. So do we need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything was a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? Same for the killings too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't all that be meaningless too? When the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do?
I'm getting tired. It's time for the long enter the red.
I can't speak a lot anymore. My mouth is really dry. I don't know what the hell is going on anymore. There's this red door, right? Let's just go in here. Do that, will this be finished? Okay, I'm definitely on acid now. Huh? This place.
Yeah,
It looks like everyone's here. It seems that this is going to be the final place. This place is this a trial field? Why is it a trial field? It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different from the one before. We've been here before, right? Yeah, this should be the place the doors to the ancient ruins leads to. It seems pretty strange that we've been in the building up till now. It's like we're dreaming or something. This is a dream and this too is real. So you finally arrived! Congratulations! You guys are the first ones ever to ever beat this game! After solving my Hosting Academy, come back to this place. For the graduation exam site within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island. You can get a fascinating graduation exam site, but it's built from the trial ground from before. Okay, I'm gonna fix this real quick. So sorry we had to endure that slowdown. Curious, this graduation exam is gonna finally go home, right? If that's what you guys decide. And if we have to decide, what do we have to do? Please look at the LCD touchpad, but go to your seats. Compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time. There are two options, graduate and repeat, right? You guys have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your votes, and whichever wins the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, you'll be treated as an absence and will not be counted. Which means everyone who has died up till now will have votes treated as absences. Then the results based on our majority vote. If graduation chosen by a majority vote, then there an event that's kind of like a graduation ceremony called the graduate program will begin. You would do a stupid majority vote, and the results are pretty damn obvious. Come on, you want someone, we can press it now, right?
No!
Can't do that yet. And your result hasn't formed yet, right? Your will is to be swept away by society's harsh current. Shut up, who cares about pressing? My, which of your orifices are using this speed bio? To participate in the graduation program, me and my class is your teacher, you know? What does that mean? Does that mean we'll end up with just a majority vote?
Right.
After the vote, I'm gonna judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not. So if you vote, we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it. Oh, I'm sorry we started being rude earlier.
No way!
But you don't have to worry, the Zoya won't acknowledge your graduations. It's mere formality. I'm doing it because that's how it has to be. He's doing it because that's how it has to be? It doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit. If this what Alter Ego was talking about.
Anyway!
Even if you don't want to do it, you guys can do it to solve the mystery. Afterwards, you cast majority votes, and from there we move on to the graduation program. Why do you have to go through something like it's so dumb? Well, that is. You said you're ready for the main cast, right? Which means you're just stalling for time then. Who's the main cast? I don't need to worry about it. There's nothing to do with you guys. There's no way it has nothing to do with us. We're the only ones who are involved, you know?
So annoying.
It doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's what has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles and while complaining.
Piss me off.
Hold on. What's with that chump comment? No, that's not. Not that's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy. How dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
I did treat it like a toy. You had a problem with that? I created everything. You're actually picking a fight with me? I'm basically a god. Just how person can you guys be? I guess this is the nature of life. Fine then, before you die, steer my power into your memories. Okay, and that's going to conclude part 4. So there is another class trial, which means that this has to be the final class trial. This will conclude part 4 of the Danganronpa 2 finale. If you like this, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys back here next time for the last and full class trial. Thank you and goodbye.